Pete Drake's going to be on after they show.
Yeah, the baby.
Hey.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
My little mate is called, not even history, he's called Special Patrol Group, and he comes to all of the festivals with us, and he's a massive attention whore. So if anybody wants to make friends with him, he'd love that, but don't trust him near your beer, because he's a thieving git. So yeah, I'm Rachel Strong, and my job this afternoon is to try and make you laugh, so if you could cooperate with that, that would be really, really helpful. There's some kids in the room. I'm not really PG rated, so it could be an education for them. It's all good. Who's having a good time? Yay! That sounded a bit shit. You're having a better time than that, I'm sure. Yeah, me too. It's the first time I've been to this festival, and I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. We've been wandering around and watching some bands and drinking and stuff. I've seen a fair few Bearded Theory hoodies around as well. I've got some Bearded Theory goers here too. Yeah, it's a great festival. I was at a festival last month, and I won't name it because it wouldn't be fair, but it's down in Suffolk and it rhymes with Tratitude. And I was working on the bar. I'm not middle class enough for them to sell me a ticket. I would say that I felt privileged to be there, but I think the punters there knew far more about privilege than I ever would. But it was a nice enough festival. It was got some really nice wooded bits. I had some really bizarre ideas about what my life would be like as I got older when I was a kid. I can't work this mic stand. So when I was kind of in my late teens, early 20s, I had some really strange ideas about what I would be like when I got older. And that's not going to work. And I thought, I'd live in a big posh house and I'd have a decent job. And all of my fantasies involved me being a lot posher than I've ever been, so I'm not quite sure how that was going to happen. But I thought I probably wouldn't be doing festivals anymore by the time I got to this stage. My next birthday's a big one and it's got a 4 in it, and I thought by now I'd be a proper grown-up and I don't feel like one. I'm glad I'm still doing festivals, but I don't know, things have changed a little bit as I've got older. And I've started to think a little bit more about trying to look after myself and not surviving on the diet of curry and beer and casual sex that worked for me throughout my 20s. So I started kind of eating a bit healthier, and that's going okay. It's the exercise bit I'm struggling with. I can't find my niche, so I'm trying to think of things that I can do to kind of get fitter. I thought, I'll swim. I used to go swimming a lot when I was a kid, and that always works out really well. But I went swimming, and you're a friendly bunch. I'll share a secret with you. This isn't my natural hair colour. So I went swimming, and they asked me to leave and never go back because it turned out they didn't want a pink pool. So that was off the cards. So the dry land activities, and I thought, well, I'll try spinning, because that's like, it's basically being on a bike, isn't it? I can do bikes. Anyone ever done a spin class? Yeah. Anyone ever done more than one? No. Crazy. After about 5 minutes, I felt like I was going to die, and after about 10 minutes, I was hoping that I would. It was fucking horrendous. I mean, it was a beginner's class as well. It was a beginner's class, so it was only 20 minutes long, thank the Lord. And the only thing that got me to the end of that 20 minutes was stubbornness and pride and not wanting to look like a twat in front of all these people. So yeah, that never happened again. So that made me something a bit gentler. I went on to Pilates. I thought it's essentially lying down for an hour, isn't it? And I can do lying down. Got plenty of practice of that during the casual sex years. Pilates was great, and the first bit was lying down, kind of moving bits and that sort of thing, but I was good with the lying down. The first thing that struck me when I walked into the room, well, there were 2 things really. The first one was the mirrors everywhere. The entire room is mirrored, and there are some things that I don't want to see, and me bright red and dripping sweat is not one of the things I want to see. But the other thing that really struck me was the other participants in the class. So there were about 15 other people in this class, and 14 of them were kind of leggy, blonde, 22-year-olds in designer lycra, looking fucking hot actually. And the other one was this bloke in his 70s wearing the most obscenely short shorts I've ever seen. It was great. So I knew he and I were going to be mates because we were the 2 people that clearly didn't belong there. So anyway, I did the Pilates class. The lying down bit was great. And then she started to get us to do kind of more adventurous things. So one of them was, she wanted to kind of, I like hands on the, I can't do it because the tits will fall out. But it's basically hands on the floor, arse in the air, and kind of doing things on the floor. And had I known this was going to happen, I maybe wouldn't have chosen to have beans on toast for my lunch that day. You know exactly what happened next, don't you? It was awful. So and out of nowhere, I had no control over it at all. There was this loud, resounding, echoey. So I do what any sane, normal person would do in that situation. And I look around, with my best disgusted look on my face, going, which dirty bastard was that? When the bloke in these obscene short shorts turns to me and says, better out than in love. Well, thanks, that was really helpful. So I couldn't do that again. So I've kind of given over. I thought maybe, actually, the beer, curry and casual sex worked for me for a long time, and casual sex kind of is exercise, right? So, yeah. And curries can have vegetables in, which are good for you, so I'm just going to stick with it, actually. That worked for me. But in the spirit of self-improvement, I started to think about, my marriage ended a few years ago. No, it was a dickhead. It's fine. So I started to think about meeting somebody new. I wasn't that bothered, being single was okay, but I was aware of getting older and I didn't want to die on my own and get eaten by my cat. So I started to think about dating a bit, but it's all changed. It's all changed since I was younger. When I was like in my 20s and I was dating, it was, I maybe shaved my armpits and have a wash if I thought I was going to get lucky, and that was okay. But now it's so much hard work. Body hair isn't allowed anymore. Nobody's got pubes anymore. Where are all the pubes gone? So body hair's a no-no. But then I read some articles in some shitty woman's magazine. It was in the doctor's surgery or something. I don't buy that rubbish. But there were two articles which really, showed me the extreme end of dating preparation, and it was frankly disturbing. So the first one was about designer vaginas, and I assume you use the word vagina because it reads better, because it's really designer vulvas, isn't it? But then it's plastic surgeons taking a knife to your fucking cunt to make it look like a 19-year-old virgin. Well, I'm not 19 and I'm not virgin, so why do I want my lady garden to look like one? That's just weird. So I won't be doing that. But the second one, which was maybe even more disturbing, was anal bleaching. Anal bleaching, seriously. Going into a clinic and letting someone pour domestos on your bumhole. If I ever got into a situation with somebody where they were close enough to see the colour of my bumhole, first thing I'd be advantage over me, because I've got no fucking idea what colour it is, I've never looked. And secondly, I'd hope they'd be thinking about other things and holding up a Dulux paint chart against the bumhole to see if it's the required colour. So to say I won't be doing that either, but I thought, well, let's have a bit of a forage around and see who these princes among men are that I'm supposed to be doing all this shit to my body to please. And anyone done online dating? No, right, one hand. Are you okay? Did you have counselling? Are you over it? Not good. From the online dating? Oh, maybe they're not all free. So, I'll tell you what, I've got some profiles that I found on online dating. So if any of them are your fella, I'm really sorry. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? So I found a couple of absolute gems on here, and I just wanted to share them with you because I don't think this stuff should stay online. I think these people should be exposed to what they are. So the first one I want to tell you about is Gary, our mate Gary from Leicester, who is looking to go on some dates and find the one, as he's been on the shelf for quite a while now, and he feels maybe it's time to get off. Maybe literally. Oh no, special patrol group, suicide attempt! First aid for the hamster. So it's not actually a real animal, you know that, right? It's got batteries. Even though I'm not managed to bring a fucking hamster to a festival, seriously. Somebody call the vet! What happened? Did he just run off? I'm sorry, I said he's an attention whore, right? He's an attention whore, so nobody's looking at him, so he made everybody look. So yeah, our Gary feels like it's time to get off, maybe literally. And I think that's a gem just because of the bad pun. But our Steve from Stoke-on-Trent, he says, he's romantic Steve. He says, a lady who doesn't mind twining her leg through mine in a public place to express her lust and affection would be the icing on the cake, especially if she's a petite brunette. Oh well. So having a pulse is the main criteria. That's not your fella, isn't it? Okay. So it's good to know that he's not actually an necrophiliac. Yeah. I might put in a slide for later just in case things don't work out. But this is my personal favourite, just as an example of utterly unbridled bitterness and resentment. This is not a happy person. Get comfy, because this one goes on a bit, seriously. Right, Ian from Derby. Not Ian, is it? Wow, okay, good. Ian from Derby says, you're not some special gem of a woman that's just picky and hasn't found the right guy yet. Chances are you're a little more than a few extra pounds overweight, are not very attractive, have kids, or have some sort of abrasive character trait. that has rendered you unfuckable by every guy you've come across in real life? If no, oh, seriously, this is real. I did not make this shit up. This was on the internet, right? If none of those are you, then congratulations. You're here for the same reason I am, to get laid. Good luck, Ian. This does not give you the right to type out an entire About Me section with the type of guys who cannot message you, i.e. if you're short, don't message me. If you don't have a car, don't message me. If you're just looking for sex, don't message me. Listen up, girls, you're on Plenty of Fish, not GQ's most eligible bachelorette list. Take whatever you can get. It's charming, isn't it? This carries on. Just because a guy messages back and forth for 20 minutes and then texts you for a day and a half does not give you a reason to fuck him guilt-free. No guy on here is looking for a girlfriend or a long-term relationship unless he is horrifically ugly. Granted, he may make you think otherwise, but having a penis of my own, and yes, I do have one, you have to wonder here who Ian's trying to convince. Having a penis of my own, I know better. You are naive and gullible. Right, settle in, this is one of the best bits. You are naive and gullible. It's not your fault, it comes with being a woman, along with irrationality, a lack of logic, and complete disregard for human life behind the wheel. You're in search of your Prince Charming. That's right, ladies, the one good guy left on earth, the one who won't let your best friend blow him while you're visiting family up north, just happens to resort to Plenty of Fish to meet women. And there's more. We know that you're fun and outgoing. We also know that you like to have a good time and stay active, and that you never know what to write in these little boxes because you're so fucking fascinating. Words cannot even begin to describe you in all your glory. No girl on earth tries to attract potential mates with, I like to stay home and play World of Warcraft while I kill the batteries in my big purple dildo, thinking of that guy on the pussy brushed up against my arm. How did he know? Try coming up with something original, something real, and no, song lyrics are not original, and nor is telling everyone how unique and different you are. You're a woman, there are over 3 billion of you on Earth, and although you may have differences in appearance and girth, you're all the same, really. Now, if you're still reading this, I want to come over to my place to booze it up or just watch a film, then send me a message. Am I going to bang you and never talk to you again? Probably. Let's see how it goes, but why go through the games and bullshit when we are both playing for the same end game? And I do wonder how that's working out for Ian. I suspect he may be temporarily celibate. Anyway, I gave up on online dating after that. I think you can probably imagine why. But just as I was settling into being single and being fine with that, I've got a boyfriend! And he's here. Sometimes he wanders off, and I can't kind of usually. If I just flash my tits at him, he comes back. So it's a bit like a spaniel, like that. But yeah, I've got a boyfriend, and it's all very lovely. So we've been together for a little while now. It's a nice place to be at because we now know each other well enough to feel really comfortable around each other and not have to be on best behaviour anymore. Don't have to, wash my sheets or shave my legs or do any of that stuff. And I've still got pubes and I've not bleached my bum hole. So, and he likes me anyway, I think. So that's all. But we've not been together so long that we're bored of each other and just manage to shag every second Friday if it's raining and there's nothing on the telly. So it's nice.
That's not good enough.
No, we're not there. We're still in that really like each other, really comfortable but still shagging ways. So it's great.
How often?
Ooh. A lady never kisses and tells, but I'm not a lady, so it's all good. So it's like, but like anything in life, even the nicest things, even the good things, do present some challenges. And I've got two big issues really with the whole having a boyfriend thing. And the first one is, I've spent it's a bit of an identity crisis. So I've spent a long time crafting for myself an image of a man-hating feminazi. You have to bear with me because I know a lot of my sisters don't really like that stereotype, but it really, really works for me. And it's about managing other people's expectations. So if I am a man-hating feminazi, then I don't have to wear a bra if I don't feel like it, and I don't have to brush my hair if I don't feel like it, and I can wear grotty old boots and not keep a clean house and not be able to cook a meal and not look after my kids, and that's all fine because that is what man-hating feminazis do. So that image works for me and I like it. But it doesn't really fit with staring doughy-eyed at the lovely boyfriend. So I've had to, I don't know how I manage it. I'm kind of expecting Feminist HQ to come banging on my door and rip up my membership card in front of me, and that would be a disaster because I'd have to clean my house and look after my kids, and I don't want to because I can't be fucking arsed. So, try not to do too many doughy-eyed looks at him. My other problem is, oh, don't R at him, he does alright. He doesn't look deprived, does he? He's okay. He's at a festival. Yeah, there we go. My other problem is I've got teenage children, kind of older teenage children, and if anybody has ever tried to conduct a sex life with teenage children in the house, you will understand the challenges. So I found myself doing the things that I used to do when I was a teenager, and I had to conduct a sex life without my parents having any awareness of it. So we go up to my room to listen to music, right? You've done that too, haven't you? With your new fella, yeah. And when we have sex, we do it on the floor because you know what? If people are downstairs, they'll hear it like in their beds. So floor shagging. And on the very, very, very rare occasions, I managed to get rid of my kids and I've got the house to myself. I'd like to be able to say that I fully take advantage of that and throw myself into it, but I can't concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm always listening out for the door going, gathering up the clothes rapidly and kind of thing. I think we're probably about a step away from climbing over the park gates at night and shagging on a bench. But the difference is, when I was a teenager, because teenagers are arrogant, aren't they? I was really arrogant, and I thought nobody would ever cotton on to what I was doing. I thought I'd probably get away with it. But because I'm a bit older now and I've been caught out too many times, I think it's probably likely that my kids will find out what I'm doing, and it'll be a bit mortifying, really. But maybe, though, still the clouds and all that, maybe when they realise the disgusting, dirty things that the mother's up to, they'll be so horrified to leave home. And that would be great.
That's definitely no, don't worry about it.
They're never coming back once I get rid of them, I'm moving. I'm not even joking. So, because everything's going so well, despite the identity thing with the teenage thing and all that, I've been thinking quite a lot about how I can, kind of keep it all alive. And I've had a really kind of disastrous history of relationships. It's all gone a bit wrong, probably because I've always gone out with knobheads. So I think maybe this one isn't a knobhead. And I'd quite like it to be as lovely as it is now for quite a long time onwards. So I again, the women's magazine thing, I swear to God I don't buy these things. I spent so much time in doctors' waiting rooms. But another women's magazine, Cosmo or some shit, was going on about how successful couples got shared interests and they do things together and they always have something to talk about because of all these shared interests. So I thought, well, yeah, we could do that. So I've been really paying attention to the sort of things that Dave's into and kind of getting involved in his hobbies and that sort of thing. So what it means is that I know shitloads now about Formula 1 and steam trains and obscure Finnish punk bands and all that kind of stuff. And he tries really hard. When I start banging on about the gender pay gap or interesting Gothic architecture and stuff, he nods his head and he smiles and he does all the kind of facial expressions to indicate that he's listening. But I tried giving a multiple choice test to him and he fucking failed. So, But I found, in the spirit of this, I found this little book. Well, I say I found this little book. He's gone again, look, it's leaving. Suicidal. Found this little book. I'm lying, I didn't actually find it. Somebody gave it to me for a Christmas present, but it's okay because I divorced it. So anyway, this is a list of instructions for wives, and Dave and I aren't married, but I've always been really, really ambitious, so we'll give it a go. But there's a few in here that I really, really like, and there's some that we're kind of doing anyway, so we're on a really good track, and there's some that are kind of targets for us to work towards. So I'm going to read a few of these out to you. You might want to, take some of these into your own relationships. So, you can repay the favour by meeting me at the bar or something. Yeah, let's do that one. This is a good one. So this is one that I think we're doing fairly well at already. And it says, don't hesitate to inconvenience yourself to give him a den all his own. He's a really good fellow, and a lot of his worries will melt away if he has a place to himself for a while. While he's out, the den will be yours. Well, we're doing really well at this because we don't live together. So he's got his place, I've got mine. His place is his den, So we've got that. Now it says when he's out, the den will be yours. So I can only presume that means that when he goes out, I should break into his house and eat toast in his bed. And that would be entirely reasonable. There's another one here, and we've definitely achieved this. Definitely, no question. So it says, don't be satisfied to let your husband work overtime to earn money for frocks for you. Manage with fewer frocks. Well, I've got no frocks, not a single one. So, well, not one. I'm not interested, so we're doing okay with that. Good for frocks. But the next one highlights that sometimes things in life change, and it's good to be prepared for those. This is something that you and I need to talk about maybe later. It says, don't object to your husband's life insurance. He will die none the sooner because his life is insured, and if you should unfortunately have to end your life without him, it may be a great help to you. That's when I get the frocks, right? Okay, just a couple more of these, I love this. Oh, okay, there, this is great. Don't be jealous of your husband's bachelor friends. Let him camp out with them for an occasional weekend if he wants to, and he will come back all the fresher and full of appreciation. Well, again, this is one that I've achieved, but Dave's definitely got work to do on this. So we both like festivals. We go to quite a few festivals, but Dave's into some that just aren't my cup of tea at all, so he goes on his own without me, which is great because that means I'm letting him camp out with his friends and do all that. But it says he'll come back all the fresher. He ain't fresh when he comes back, I can tell you that. Dave, have a wash. Okay. I like this one just because it's, well, ridiculous really. Anybody here have household staff? No. Yeah, of course you do, yeah. No, I haven't either.
I'm household.
This says, don't let your cook persist in frying his steak when he likes it grilled, or in serving his eggs hard-boiled when he likes them milky. So I should have a word with cook and bear that in mind. Yeah. Okay. This is my absolute favourite, and I think when he hears it, it'll probably be his too. This is great. Don't let your husband wear a violet tie with grass green socks. If he is unhappily devoid of the colour sense, he must be forcibly restrained. He's going to like that. There we go. Absolutely. So, I think maybe this book was written for women of a slightly different social class to myself. I think it was the cook bit that got away. But I reckon, some of it's good advice, most of it's bullshit. And I'm hoping that if I follow all the instructions in that book, then he will make me his wife, and I can stop worrying about the feminist thing at all. Right, I am going to stop talking to you now because my voice is really, really running out, and I need more beer, and I need a wig. So I'm going to, where's P. Drake? Where's P. Drake? Yay! P. Drake is going to come on stage and he's going to entertain you. So give him a massive, massive clap. And enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of the festival, because it's going to be amazing here. I love it. And I'm going to take my drunk hamster with me.
Yeah, we'll drink. Yeah, you want that, girl? And then, we'll sort it out. Oh, thank you very much. What's your name?
Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Brilliant stuff, Rachel.
Really good. Well done, you.
Thank you.
Blimey.
Educational. I don't know how to work.
But I know. And go on, big hand for Rachel. How good was that?
Yay.
Brilliant stuff. I don't know whether anyone you know is me.